There we go. That's good. That's muted. There we go. Good. And there's that. All right. Well, see if anyone comes in and wants to chat about anything. What's up, Mike? What's up, Milk? Yeah, Miggy's an all-star. Yes, sir. Got a nice video you can check out on the channel. If you're curious. What's up, Christopher? How you doing? Looks like you guys aren't getting Baker Mayfield on the Seahawks after all. Kyle who? You know Miggy made it like on a special selection, right? It wasn't any voting or anything. It was the designation is for like older players who are like all-star, like they're their own thing. It's basically like a spot reserved for older players where they get put. It doesn't even affect like the actual roster spots for the All-Star game. Check out the video I made, Milk. It'll help you out. What's up, Christopher? You're tanking? Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, unless Drew Lock actually turns out to be a guy, you know, like that could be a thing. Hold on, I want to show you guys something crazy. Where's it at? Yeah, have you guys seen Lamar Jackson lately? Just kind of thinking of like players who kind of got in shape in the off season. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Miggy making it doesn't affect Schwarber at all, though. He's a National League player. Look at Lamar looking fucking buff. I don't think we've ever seen a Lamar Jackson of that size before. That's quite the size increase. Hold on a second. Let me go blow my nose really quick. Yeah, my nose is bothering me. Lamar Luton, Lamar about to throw cannons. Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious. If the run game can be like it was the last 6-game stretch, then it might not matter. I mean, that's true. That's true. No, actually, Milk it. Miggy isn't in the American League, or Schwarber isn't in the National League. Retard. It wasn't down to Miggy or Schwarber. They don't even play in the same leagues. So, not possible. You can sit in timeout mode for a while. Because you're not listening to the words that come out of my mouth. The All-Star voting has nothing to do with those two spots. Literally go watch the video I made. You fucking retard. And this isn't a baseball stream, so don't come in here and talk about baseball. Anyway. That was annoying. Hey, did you hear about the baseball thing? Yeah, I don't know. Does this say baseball, retard? Can you read? Jesus Christ. The same type of dude who will come in and be like in a baseball stream and talk about football. Complete fucking retard, dude. It's really annoying when people do that. I don't really want to talk about baseball when it says football. None of the people here want to hear more about baseball. Anyway. Yeah, fucking Lamar's looking huge though. Like a hilarious size. Like dude, this is a whole different guy. Imagine though he becomes the Dolphins quarterback. Sheesh. That's exactly why I don't talk about baseball. Yeah, and I mean if the game's slow in football, sure, but like we just got talking to this. Going to the you're going to the Bills Broncos game. That'll be pretty cool. Is that because you live close enough to Buffalo or some shit, to where you'll be able to like go and it won't be too far of a venture? Yeah, hilarious. I wonder how this is gonna impact. Oh, dude, hold on, my nose is bothering me. All right. Just gonna have to ignore it. Anyway, sorry about that. Lamar's arms look like Saquon. Yeah, Saquon looks hilarious. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? 54 semi-finalist name. That's pretty cool. Bunch of like older players that kind of maybe got missed or something weird happened and they kind of got passed over. Then there's contributors and coaches. Robert Kraft is one of the finalists, by the way, the Patriots owner. Just a fun thing to speculate and think about. Anyway, sorry again though. That was kind of a weird start. My nose is bothering the fuck out of me. Should be good now. What else we got? Yeah, I was hoping kind of that the Deshaun Watson news was going to be announced at some point this afternoon. That would have made this stream a lot more, popping and probably a lot more to talk about. But we're still kind of in a weird speculative spot with Deshaun Watson. Like, you hear reports that it's possible he's not going to get in much trouble. You hear reports that there was like a 12-game thing being floated around that the league's kind of like, eh. So they got Bateman. They got that tight end. That's pretty good, Mark Andrews. Didn't they just sign Sammy Watkins? I know that isn't much of a, that's not the craziest, biggest pickup, but that's not the worst one either. Um, yeah, I know they have Bateman. Whew. Yeah, they're kind of thin at the wide receiver department. Dustin, it seems like he's going to be suspended for some kind of like length of games. Oh, Watkins is in Green Bay. You're right. He's not in Baltimore anymore. I really don't know who the hell their receiving core is in Baltimore. Jeez. I'm about to draft Andrews again in fantasy. Yeah, he's a good pickup. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he's solid. Best option for Lamar. With Watson's suspension, it seems like he's going to be suspended. But my gut reaction is half a season. And it seems like that's going to be what happens, just kind of based on the way that the like reports about how the meeting went. They weren't really allowed to submit certain points of evidence, or they weren't really allowed to, and they didn't really talk about a lot of things. They kind of focused on like a few specific cases, and things seem kind of like, well, what exactly are they looking at here? So 8 games, yeah, about. It seems like that's what they're kind of angling toward. Um, if the NFL had their way, they'd probably just do a season or indefinitely suspend him for like a season and a half, and then slowly let him back in the league. Um, but the NFL the way that they're kind of approaching this, it sounds like they're looking at it as they're going to probably just take the recommendations and the suggestions of the lady who's running the like interview and the council, I guess you would say, on Deshaun. What's up, Tom? Ravens build their team around the trenches, but at the same time, receiving talent for them. I mean, their defense is going to be unstoppable. Ravens on the basis of conduct. Yep, he was at the minimum. Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Dustin? Uh, yeah, we're just kind of, because I think the ruling is supposed to be out today. I'm not exactly sure, or is it the 11th when the ruling comes out? No, I forgot when the exact timeline was. What's up, Lewis? You're playing fantasy football for the first time? Hell yeah, man. Well, best of luck. We'll be doing fantasy football on the channel too, like always. But yeah, Tom, how you doing, man? It's finally Friday. I'm sure people are enjoying the slow release of getting off of work and yada yada. But yeah, Mike, there's got to probably something. Hmm. They want to put flag football in the Olympics. I do think it's crazy though that the Panthers probably could have a better situation at quarterback than the Browns do. A few more hours before a weekend of somewhat freedom. Hell yeah, there you go. It's not exactly, the 4th of July or anything, but it's like, things are back to normal till like September. Baker, the Browns. Well, it really depends on what the Browns have at quarterback. If they got to run Jacoby Brissett, I'm taking the Panthers and Baker. That seems like a pretty solid set for them. I mean, let's be honest. The Panthers aren't exactly like bereft of talent. I would say the biggest problem for the Browns right now is that or not the Browns, the Panthers. Sorry, Panthers have pretty good receivers. They've got a pretty solid running game, I would say. A halfway decent defense sometimes. And so they're not exactly like the worst team in the world to get traded off to. So I would say the Panthers are actually, with Baker as a quarterback, probably like 4 or 5 wins better than last year. Yeah, the Browns have a better roster, but like if they got to run Jacoby Brissett, I don't know if they can win that game. Olympic flag football would be fun as hell. Yeah, I would watch that too. I wish Jacoby gets an opportunity to make a good comeback to get himself. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope he plays really well, and then Deshaun comes in and obviously takes over. But yeah, if Jacoby winds up being their quarterback, I mean, hopefully he plays good enough and gets a job up. Yeah, as Mike said, the Panthers last season were dealing with tons of injuries, and like they were actually a halfway competent team when everything was healthy and good for them. It's just like their offensive line was kind of horseshit, and then they got hurt all the time. Yeah, I would also expect that Panthers could be another hot out of the gate team this season because they did improve their offensive line with drafting. They drafted Cross, right? I know they drafted one of them big offensive linemen that were available. So that's probably quite the improvement on the line. Terry McLaurin signed a contract extension with the Washington Football or Commanders. Probably not the smartest contract extension, but he signed it anyway. Someone needs to just kind of hold up a sign one day in a press conference and says, "Terry, blink if they're holding you hostage. You didn't have to resign there. You could have just played on a franchise tag and gotten the fuck out of there." No, they haven't paid Debo yet. But the 49ers will probably pay him, but they're not a shit tier ran franchise like the Commanders. And they'll probably pay him. I can't imagine they'd let him go like Kendrick Bourne. It's like, wow, you guys let 2 really good wide receivers just kind of leave. So do you guys want to talk about Swole Mac Jones yet? Are we going to ignore Swole Mac Jones? We can ignore Swole Mac Jones. But it is quite hilarious how ripped Mac Jones got in the offseason. And that's going to be fun to watch. I think that's going to be hilarious. Just remember, everyone said he's at his ceiling already. Just so we're aware of what kind of basis I can talk shit on going into next season. The overarching narrative is Mac is at his ceiling. He cannot improve on last year. It's all downhill for Mac Jones from this point. They're probably a 6 or 7 win team is the running narrative on the Patriots. So we'll see. Wasn't Chubb the running back for the Browns? Yep. Yeah, Baker's had really good running backs pretty much his whole career. Mac lost that whole fucking war chest body. Oh, you mean the video of Mac throwing like a fucking 60-yard bomb? Whew. Oh, Justin Herbert got jacked too in the offs. Everyone's just putting up size. Chubb's better. Chubb stays healthier. I think when healthier, I would take Christian McCaffrey over, just because I like the super versatility of McCaffrey a bit. Here, we'll go find the Mac Jones throw. Might as well look at it. Oh, weird. Yeah, a little fun stat. Rookie quarterbacks in NFL history to throw for 3,800 yards and have 66 completion percentage. Herbert and Mac. There's Buff Mac Jones. Hilarious. You can see the size gain. Where the hell's the video at? He's also been working out with Trey Nixon a lot. Trey Nixon might be a secret weapon coming up. Where's old McCorkle at? Oh, here we go. Here, we'll make it big so everyone can see. Shink. Look at this throw. Mac looks. That looks like quite the improved velocity. Trey Nixon's on the Pats. Trey Nixon's been on the Pats. He was hurt last year. Or some I don't remember what happened, but he just like wasn't able to play. Mike, do you know what happened with Trey Nixon last year? Was he hurt? I know we had the motherfucker, but I don't remember why we just never used him. It might have been one of them weird things like some guys we just didn't use. I don't know. Yeah, he's been on the team for a minute. We just didn't use. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't use him. That's what it was. He was dealing with injuries and shit, but him and Mac have a really good rapport, so he's probably, more. Now that N'Keal Harry's spot's going to be open, there's something to think about. Let's see. Hey, Mike Greer, brother of Dolphins GM Chris Greer, hired by Sharks as first black GM in NHL history. That's pretty cool. Breaking barriers. White people shaking because hockey's going to get took over, like all the other sports. They're like, oh no, damn it, they found out. We only have a matter of time left till guys like Wally Berg can play in the NHL. It's a matter of time before the sport's a hell of a lot cooler and way more watchable than it is right now. I saw a career comparison between Baker and Breeze of how Breeze had a good rookie season, then got injured and traded. Yeah, I've always compared Baker and Breeze, actually. I've often said that they have like a weirdly similar career beginning, like down to like statistics. Like if you actually go look at their stats, they're almost kind of similar to when Breeze got lampooned out of Los Angeles San Diego at the time for a better prospect, a better quarterback. Like the amount of similarities between these two are super eerie. Do I think that Baker is going to turn into a Drew Brees-esque quarterback? I don't know. I think he's super talented. I don't know if he can, I don't know if he's got that in him, because of his emotional stuff. But if Baker can get his fucking, get his, like, I don't know what happens. He gets fucked up in his head or something. Yeah, I mean, if Baker had Sean Payton 100%, he would, if somehow Baker got Sean Payton as a coach, he would turn into Drew Brees 100%. It's like the same guy, but like Baker's way more emotional. Whereas it's like Drew Brees was like a perfect temperament, but like not as skilled as Baker Mayfield, if that makes sense. Like Drew is super coachable where you can get his skills up to like maximum potential. Baker has like way higher base skills, but like that fucking temperament kind of just drags that shit, like it goes fucking crazy. So it's like here's Baker's skill level based, and it's like here's his temperament. It's like, it's like what the fuck is going on, Baker? What's up, John? What's up, ESA? Because that line moves the way Breeze needed it to, and throwing the lines. Yeah, yeah, that was a big thing too. I don't think he's entitled. What's he entitled about? What, being the starter? I mean, I would be pretty pissed off too if a team just kind of just randomly decided to move on from me without talking to me. You'd have to understand. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought Baker handled that situation quite well. What's he being entitled about? What, he wants to be a starter, so he's getting the hell out of there? Yeah, I would too. Hell, maybe Baker doesn't actually care much about the starting role, right? Maybe he has a problem with the shit Deshaun's accused of and doesn't want to be on the same team as that. And instead of, like, kind of going after Deshaun's character, he's deciding to go, well, I just want to be a starter elsewhere. See, I only hear reports of people not liking Baker, right? What's his fucking name? Odell. Odell doesn't like him, right? I don't even know if they didn't like each other, but it seems like they just didn't get along. But you didn't see Odell calling him like a diva. You didn't see Odell saying like he was like it was all about Baker. It was the Baker Mayfield show. Like you don't really hear diva reports about the guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. What is this? Yeah, another one. Just get rid of these retards. See, I actually like what they call about Baker's attitude. The other stuff about Baker that I don't really care. Like I actually like other than the fact that like Baker or like Odell wasn't getting thrown the ball every like 5 throws, and we all kind of know how Odell gets about things. He even criticized Eli and shit. But like, I don't know. I don't really see it. I see a guy who kind of has a few kind of like he gets kind of lets his emotions get the best of him, but I don't really care about that. That's a football player. That's kind of if he played defense, no one would give a shit, right? Like they'd be like, he's a fiery leader on the defense. So I kind of like to pause the breaks when people go, oh, his attitude's bad. But it's like, yeah, but if he played like safety, no one would give a shit if he acted like that. So it's not that big. He just plays quarterback, so you expect him to behave like Tom Brady, I guess. I don't. And it's like, well, fucking Brady's a complete psychopath. Tom genuinely screams at coaches and players on the sideline. I've never once seen Baker do that. You know what I mean? Like he may like have uncomfortable discussions, but I've literally seen Tom point in fucking McDaniel's face to the point where they like the other players had to like get around and cover it up like this. So that way people didn't fucking see Brady lighting his goddamn coach up. So it's just like Brady has displayed 100% more diva-like action in games than Baker ever has. What's up, Ghost? How's it going, man? I think with Baker, the biggest problem is Ohio. Okay, so I think a lot of this Baker Mayfield problem comes from directly Ohio media. I'm great, man. I'm doing great. Hopefully the Tigers win today. That'd be nice. I think a lot of it stems from the fact they just never liked Baker Mayfield in the first place. Because when his Oklahoma Sooners came up and beat the Ohio State Buckeyes, I don't think they ever got the fuck over that. Like, they've been so hard on Baker Mayfield in Ohio sports media. I've never, and like ESPN is very similar. Any of the guys who went to that goddamn school in Ohio State, they were like super just fucking weird. They've always been weird about Baker. They've always kind of treated it like he was this big problem. And a lot of the people, like a lot of those people are kind of like just I feel like they amplified this Baker as a bad teammate, bad diva, like entitled baby, like narrative because they finally had a way to like attack Baker for planting that flag on that Ohio State field finally, and they finally got their win against him. So I don't know. It's hard for me to understand if Baker is actually like a bad guy or or if it's actually just like the media with Baker. Outside the box, honestly, want to see Marcus Smart be a back for Patriots one day. Who does he play for? Marcus Smart. OBJ or Julio to the Packers? That'd be nice. I mean, that'd be interesting. Beats Cleveland, he'd be a... I hope he has another flag. That would be great. Anyway. It's crazy we only... Yeah, I know, Ghost. It's been a quite the fucking run for the Tigers. Only reason I'm letting you get the pass is because you show up to baseball streams, so other people can get fucked. It'd be interesting, though. One of the things I think is going to happen is if the Ravens don't resign Lamar this year, Lamar is going to be either the Ravens or the Dolphins quarterback next year or the Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback going forward. Smart is an NBA player for the Celtics. He is a very aggressive performance. Oh, okay. He plays in the NBA. I thought you were meaning like he's just like some secret guy. I'm like, oh, is this like a secret running back we have? I don't really know NBA players, so that's probably why. We got Pierre Strong. I'm excited about him. Oh, you're a Packers fan. Okay. I don't know. Christian Watson looks like he's going to be pretty good. But yeah, you guys could use a Julio or probably Julio more than Odell, right? Just based on the fact that Julio's like immediately more healthy and ready to go. If you sign Odell, you're probably only going to get him back, week 6? I mean, you're going to get a really good Odell. It's not like... It's kind of one of those things, can you wait to get Odell and then you have a better receiving option? Or do you want to have Julio all the way through? So, yeah, I mean, if you guys can hold strong with that and Tunyon at tight end, that's not actually the worst situation if you're just signing in Odell and then just kind of waiting till he gets healthy. I want the Patriots to sign Odell, and we can wait. We can wait to get rid of Nelson Aguilar. No, Nelson and Mac actually improved together. Yeah. I mean, Julio would be good for Christian Watson, or Odell would be as well. Oh, yeah, Mike, same here. Pierre Strong's going to be awesome, especially with James White as a mentor. Whoo, same guy, but faster. No, it's still 17, Tom. But I think the 18-game regular season is something they're going to review at the next collective bargaining agreement because they're just going to kind of see how 17 went. I think it's in 2025 that they're going to review the 17 to 18 game thing. And if they do go 18, it's down to 2 preseason games, and because there is language that they can go to 18 regular, but I don't think the players really want to. The Packers? Yeah, probably. Unless there's a surprise team that just kind of shocks the world this year. I've been trying to think. No, I'm not. I'm not doing the games tonight just because of I don't want to keep anybody up or be late streaming while people are trying to sleep or anything. And it's just whenever we play the division away, it sucks because all the games start an hour too late. Because if it started at normal time, I'd just end the stream at 10 o'clock and be like, I gotta go, peace. And that would be a 3-hour stream, but most of the time the game is covered in that amount of time. But tomorrow I will be, Sunday I will be, Monday afternoon I will be, but there's 2 games on Monday. Yeah, he did. I know everybody was probably pissed, and then when it's there we go. Everyone could calm down. Is it already 2 preseason games? I thought it was 3. It might be 2. I don't remember. A fucking preseason flies by. It's 3 still? That's what I thought. It would go down to 2, though, like we were saying, though. All right, that's what I think we're talking about. Yeah, it would be 2. If So basically, the first like game of the regular season would still be complete garbage. Yeah, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it just being 2 games. I feel like injuries might increase, but I also think that the league is slowly moving away from using turf, and they're gonna go to grass fields. Most players probably would say that they prefer to play on natural grass now, and the fact that the league hasn't completely gone back to natural grass is like, well, the league is pro torn ACLs and ruptured Achilles tendons. The best example I can give to you about why natural grass is better than goddamn AstroTurf, the Tigers' first base coach is a 50 or is probably a 60-year-old man. And he got hit in the ankle with a baseball, right? I mean, it fractured his ankle, but that was more so the baseball hitting his ankle. But the way this man landed, he bent backwards and his knee spiked down and then bounced off the ground. And then, it was probably one of, if you've seen this happen, every single person that seen it went, oh, fuck, that guy just tore his ACL. Because we're all thinking, in football terms, that's, oh, no, the way his knee just bopped off the fucking ground like that. That's not good. That's a non-contact fall. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where if you've seen it, you'd be like, oh, no way, his knee is destroyed. No actual damage at all to the guy, except for the fact he shattered his ankle when the baseball hit it. So that kind of shows to me that if Dalvin Cook cuts on AstroTurf and falls down and tears his ACL, and I just seen a almost 70-year-old man get hit in the ankle and spike his knee off the ground and twist spin on it and then spike it again. He spun like this, his knee did. It was curry and then curry and then curry. It was literally torn. If you've ever seen someone in the NFL, that you've seen them tear their ACLs cutting and sliding weird. That's literally turf versus grass. Grass kind of there's some give to it, kind of cushions it for whatever reason. I would imagine turf is just running and falling on cement. There's your fucking knee, it's destroyed. Meanwhile, 70-year-old men can fall on grass, and the only thing that gets hurt is where the baseball hit. Yeah, we do. The Patriots, the NFC North plays the AFC East this year. So the Lions are the Patriots are probably going to go ahead and sweep. Bears won't be much. Vikings won't be much. Kind of scared about the Lions. They're the only good team in that conversation. Then you got the Midkers. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Plus, you also don't tear your knee up if you fucking slip on the grass. That shit's embarrassing. But I think it's in Gillette this time. I think we played you guys at your stadium last time we played. Cheese mids? Yeah, I know all about the cheese mids. Now, here's how I have the NFC North playing out. Lions going 15-2, non-biased. Vikings at 8-7 or 8-9. And then you have the Packers, the Bears at 3 wins, and Packers might win 1 or 2, I'll be honest. No bullshit, completely unbiased. Without Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers will be exposed. Brady should have won the MVP last year. It was fraudulent. I don't know how a guy puts up worse numbers than the year prior and wins the MVP. It's crazy. I wouldn't actually do that, Mike. If you want to just lose $100, I mean, sure, but it could be a crazy payout if you do win. Yeah, no. In all seriousness, I have the Packers re-winning the division. Probably 10 or 11 or 12 wins, just because I'm not 100% sure, and I think the division got a little better. But yeah, that's probably worth it then. Super long shot bet, maybe the Lions win it. I see it as the same situation the Bills are in. The Bills will win the AFC East, but next year isn't exactly the most clear picture for them. If this was heading into the 2023 regular season, I would say next year is going to be a question mark. because the Lions might have a real quarterback by then. The Vikings will probably be moved on from Kirk Cousins into Kellen Mond. Bears might have a little bit more figured out. So like, there's other things that'll be happening that'll probably make it a little harder on the Packers. And I also do think that the Dolphins and the Patriots and maybe even the Jets are coming really quickly in that AFC East. Is it raining? It sounds like it is. I'm about to go check. Yeah, Christopher, I agree. It's not impossible. No rain. Yeah, it might be. No. Looks like it wants to, and it's pretty muggy, but no direct rain anyway. Nearest rain is about 30 miles away. But no, yeah, the Packers will be good. Like, here are the teams I think. What is there? 7 playoff teams in the NFL? I'm trying to remember. I've been in baseball brain mode for so long. It's either 6 or 7. I think it's 7. You got the 1 bye team, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. Yeah. Okay, so it is 7. Right now in the NFC, you're probably looking at this is no particular order. You got the Bucks. You got the Cowboys. I would say right now that probably the Eagles over the Cowboys to win that division. Like right now, and then you look at the North. You got the Packers, and then out West you got the Rams. Then you got 3 wild card teams, right? You got 1 NFC West team, which is probably the Cardinals. Let's just say. In the NFC, it gets pretty hard after fucking the 4 division winners. Oh, for sure, Tom. For sure, man. Thanks for chatting when you can. I appreciate it. You probably got the 49ers. They'll probably make it to the playoffs. They're a pretty fucking loaded team. Let's see, I've got the Cowboys. I've got the other guys. Fucking, I don't, maybe the Saints. I don't really feel like they're even going to be that good with a whole new thing going on. Yeah, a little bit, Dustin. It's part of the joke. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of the 7th team that could make the playoffs. Maybe the Vikings, I guess. Yeah, but when you think about the potentiality of like the playoff teams in the NFC, it gets really slim pickings really quick. Like I said though, like you have your division winners of probably Tampa Bay, Green Bay, the Eagles, and then you have fucking the Rams. And then you have a team like the Vikings can make it. 49ers probably make it. You know what I mean? Like Dallas might just be like the 7th best team. Like you know what I mean? There's like a limited number of good teams. I guess you got the Niners, and the Cardinals. Like those are like your 8 best teams. I guess if you want to throw the Vikings, but the Vikings I have questions about with the new coaching scheme and everything like that. I kind of don't like to include new coaches in the playoffs. You go over to the AFC, it's a hell of a lot easier. Let me tell you, you got Buffalo, you got Kansas City. I would say is probably the early favorite. Trying to think of the divisions. Oh, you got the South. You got the Titans or Colts. Either one of them, they're both making it probably. And then up north, you have a very big question mark of either Baltimore, Cincinnati, or the Browns. Browns are a big question mark because you're like, you run out of teams in the out in the AFC. Yeah, Kirk's a good guy. You know, he doesn't really do anything. Why do I like the Patriots? I don't know. First team I seen play football in 2004. Why do you like the team that you like? I was born in that state, so I'm just a big fan of them, you know? Oh, cool, dude. What a fucking generic response. I was sorry when I was 9, I was based and I picked things differently. Colts can make it if the Jags don't screw them. I mean, they're not going to win in Jacksonville. You know what's even crazier about the fact that like they struggle against the Jags is the fact that they literally just haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014. It's quite phenomenal how bad they are down in Jacksonville. And I think that includes playing games out in England and stuff like that. It's like if Jacksonville is a home team against the Colts, there is a very large probability that they'll lose as of recent history anyway. Let me see something. Still nothing on Deshaun Watson. Oh, she got brain cancer after she met you, bro. Anyway. No, I think the Colts beat the Jags last year at home. They usually run them up pretty well. I think it's a really bad idea to start doing drafts for fantasy football. Like, there's a bunch of mock drafts for fantasy. It's like, boy, oh boy, what happens if they get hurt at training camp or in preseason? I get like some people have like, you know, like they do the fantasy, like they like carry over the rosters. But if it's a fresh draft every year, why wouldn't you do it like the day before the season starts? Seems like a very unnecessary risk that you're just kind of putting into the season. Especially if like again, especially if you don't have to like carry over roster or anything. That seems like a silly fucking thing to do. Vaughn thinks he's gonna play out the full 6 years. Isn't he old? Yeah, he's 33, so he wants to play till he's like 40, basically. We'll see about that. Try and get an advantage. Yeah, I mean, money ones are probably fine. I guess the money ones probably start a lot earlier. What's up, Jacob? How's it going? Jags did beat the Colts in Jacksonville. Yeah, the Colts always beat the Jags, or the Jags always win in Colts, or the Jags always beat the Colts in Jacksonville since 2014. What's up, Wade? Uh, no, I don't really follow Aaron Rodgers stuff. I can't believe I'm going to see Cooper in a couple weeks. Oh, you're going to Browns camp? That's pretty cool. Oh hell yeah, vacation's always nice. Always a good time. Doing anything fun or just kind of chilling out for a couple days and sounds like you're about to go on like go do something, so that's always cool. First training camp, hell yeah, that'll be good. Get a look at see how the Browns are looking with or without Deshaun Watson. Depends how the next couple days go, I'd imagine. Ugh. Man, my side hurts. Family reunion is in 2 weeks. Oh hell yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty fun. Any Dolphins fans? I have legit. What's to a question? Do I think Watson? Yeah, if he's not suspended, I think he can even be at training camp if he's suspended. Um, I don't know though. Mike, I think he actually is. Um, he's been working with a throwing academy. I don't remember the name of it, but I have seen like a throwing academy like talking shit about he's going to be better. I won't swear to that. It could just be like a workout place that he goes to and it's like a gym, like he actually just physically got stronger. And it might have nothing to do with his like throwing mechanics, throwing abilities, but I remember vaguely seeing something about some academy was like really hyping him up. So I'm guessing. I'm I'm Oh, that's yeah. I know. Like that's what I mean. I don't. You would imagine so because he's putting in all the other work to like become a better quarterback. So you're like, well, I mean, it's like Tua. You are seeing a guy to work on the throws, right? He's like, what? The fuck are you talking about? It's like, well, Tua, like you also have to like make sure that things are like you're throwing better. And he's like, oh damn, I didn't know. Hey, thank you guys. By the way, I see we're at like 11 likes. That's pretty awesome for just a kind of random put together stream like this. I know he has. Oh, I already read that. But yeah, Watson should be there. I think suspended players, even if he's suspended, I think he can go. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing he wouldn't just like shrug that off as no fucking big deal. But you never know. Some guys are like super gung ho that they're like good mechanically. They're sound like with this, that. They're sound with the throwing doesn't need any help. This doesn't need any help. I'm good on those. Um, I guess Tua doesn't necessarily strike me as being that kind of guy. He seems like a pretty coachable dude. Again, because I don't really have any ill will towards Tua other than the fact that he's a Dolphin. Um, and I don't want him to succeed because of that. But overall, I don't know if he's going to be that. Again, I think more of the thing with Tua that I've always pointed out is I just don't know if he's got the arm power to last. Then again, I think that might come from the hip problems. That might still be a problem. I don't know. Maybe he's able to get him stronger and they're able to throw better. I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, the guy's super accurate, and he's a pretty fast little guy. So, I think Mike. I think we both know what that might. Yeah, I think they think that's the solution to getting him to throw better, instead of just breaking him down and rebuilding it. It reeks of that, doesn't it, Mike? The situation with Tua, it has all the makings and sounds and feel of a. Well, if we put more muscle on him, he'll be able to throw better. Because they say it's a weakness of the muscles and the hips, so let's make them stronger, and boom, everything's fixed. It's like, well, yeah, he doesn't need a ton of mechanics work, but like, no, that was pretty sad. Ferguson was doing some coke, and they must have got laced up. Yeesh. Excuse me. Tua Newton. Yeah, he comes out all huge. No, is Tua bulked up, looking like Lamar Jackson? Let me. I'll pull up a separate thing. Let me go. Let me go look for swole Tua. Everybody got swolled up in the offseason. That's my favorite trend this offseason. Here we go. Yeah, he definitely looks a little bigger than last year so far from a couple of the one pick I seen with him in a red. Yeah, he's put on some size, not much, not too much. Wait, is that Tua right there? No, that's some black guy. I don't. Tua's got the hold on. Yeah, no, I don't think Tua's got dreads now. That'd be pretty fucking wild. I'd be like, well, how do you grow his hair so quickly this off season? Yeah, he's definitely a little bigger, but he's always kind of been a pretty stout dude. Working out wise, unless it's just like the clothes he's wearing kind of hide it, but he just looks like a little bit more buff than he did last year. It's not anything dramatic like when you look at Lamar Jackson or Lamar Jackson or Mac Jones and go, Jesus, those guys really changed their bodies this offseason. What were they doing? Like when you see Lamar, you go, holy shit, that dude's arms are huge now. What in the fuck? And then you look at Mac, you go, where'd all the fat go? He was like a big body boy last year. I wonder if the guy that showed to his underthrow to Tyreek got a job yet. Nah, yeah, his ass was fired as a social media intern. He's like, damn, I was doing pretty good too until I fucked that up. I thought the video was sweet. Again, somebody did Tua dirty on that shit. Because, like, you could see the one where Nelson Aguilar just kind of posted a bullshit-ass video of him, Mac throwing a deep ball to Trey Nixon. And that was a beautiful showcase of what Mac's, improvement looks like from year 1 to year 2. It's like, if that's Tua's year 2 to year 3 first glimpse, it's like, cool. Things aren't getting better down there. That was a bit of an underthrow. Defenders on that's a pick. I don't know, though. With Tyreek Hill, it's kind of hard to call that a pick. He might have been able to, like, moss someone's bitch ass by jumping over him. That dude's got some crazy ability. I will say, though, Tyreek Hill makes the fucking Dolphins a very scary football team. Him alone is a very scary dude. I got faith that who can do it. I love this. This is a hilarious quote by Mac about his body transformation this offseason. I'll show you guys. That's why Mac's hilarious. He plans on getting fat again. I've definitely trimmed down on the body fat a little bit. I'll get a chance to bulk back up before the season starts and be able to absorb the hits. Fucking hilarious. He's about to put the body size back on. He's like, don't worry. I watch a lot of Sunny in Philadelphia, and I know all about mass building. Tua look better. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mike. Hold on a second. That's a hilarious picture, though. Where the hell did A.J. Brown go again? Oh, yeah, the Eagles? No. Yeah, right? Eagles? I think it's the Eagles. Don't swear to shit, though. Hold on. Just gonna watch that throw again one more time. I'll put it up on the screen a little bit. So that kind of loop a little bit here. He's on the Eagles. That's what I thought. Eagles. Yep. You about to be the white? Who's about to be the white DK? You think Gronk will come out? Oh, out of retire. Oh, Mac. That'd be funny. Yeah, I could see Gronk coming out of retirement. Sheesh. Man, that's gonna be awesome to watch next year. Things are finally looking up. It's been a tough time being a Patriots fan these last couple of years. I finally learned what it was like to be a fan of, most bad teams. We lost games. We didn't make the playoffs one time. Lost in the playoffs. I now know what it's like to be a fan of a terrible team. Never knew what that was like before in football. Hopefully we can rise from the ashes and be the little underdog team this year. Isn't that annoying that if the Patriots do good, we're an underdog team? I find it annoying. I hate the notion that if the Patriots somehow succeed, we'd be the little underdog story. And it's like, why would we be? We'd just be back. Why couldn't we just be back? It's almost like, are the Patriots a dark horse team? No, they made the playoffs last year. But with the way everybody's reporting about it, it would be shocking almost if the Patriots made the playoffs this year. So I don't know how to really think about that. Are the Patriots finally on the list of dark horses to make the playoffs? I just learned that playoffs wasn't just something you got to. Yeah, I know. I thought the playoffs were a given every year. It's just like, well, yeah, you make the playoffs and then you see if you make it to the Super Bowl. That's how the season goes. But Tom, yeah, to answer your question about Gronk, it does seem like he'll probably unretire. Even his agent thinks he's gonna unretire. It's like, well, everyone thinks he's gonna unretire Gronk. So I mean, it's like I don't know. I guess I'd lean on probably unretiring. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he has that turned in yet, so he's probably still mulling things over. But as of now, I think he's planning on heading into the season with being retired. I mean, he might unretire at the end of something as small as like camp, or at the end of training camp, and come back for the preseason, or skip the preseason, come back like week 2 or 3 regular season. I'm thinking he had to retire to take a window of break to not put Mitch. Yeah, I think that's a big thing. I think he also wants to skip some of the off-season stuff. I don't think he has very much interest in doing any of that. Basically, to him, it's I just want to play football. And he probably safely assumes that there will be a job waiting for him come week 3 or week 4 if the Bucks need him. So he can always kind of just bank on that. At least for another season or two before he's actually done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no one's ever. I hope people don't accuse the guy of being dumb. He just, guy just. I think he's tired of the nitty gritty of football, but enjoys the game still. So he's in a weird spot, it seems. Like if he could play football without all the side stuff, he'd probably play forever. But the problem is, there's all the side shit, the meetings, the practices, the conditioning, getting in shape, and yeah, for sure. Thanks, Kevin. Hopefully, you have a good time at work, man. Hopefully, it's a good shift and things go by quickly. Get in, get out. How old is Gronk? Like 34, 35. 33. Okay, so May 14th. So he just turned 33. Eesh, he's in rough shape. Yeah, no problem, Kev. I don't know. Probably go for another half hour or so. A good hour and a half long stream. What else can we talk about in the NFL? There's it's kind of slow outside of the main three stories, the Deshaun Watson stuff and kind of just speculating for the regular season at this point. Especially since the Baker Mayfield situation came to a close. He's on his new team, and now it's will everything work out in Carolina? But it's that's no longer big news anyway. Let's see. Anything new? Nope. Still not shit. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm pretty sure they're just going to wind up getting rid of Sam Darnold. Just have Darnold on there, or have Baker, and then have the backup beat Corral. Unless they're just going to go with Baker, Darnold, and Corral as the back, like as emergency guy. Have you realized that if the XFL is successful, then we will have football essentially all year round? Yeah, when is the XFL planning on starting? Like right after the USFL would end next year? So like from now till kind of September would be like the USFL's intended run date. I haven't really heard much about their new. Yeah, and I know the year, but like what do you know when in the year they want to start their season? Because if it's like the same time as USFL, I mean, unless they play like a couple extra games, they probably end around the same time as well. In February. So yeah, the same time as USFL. Okay. That's kind of what I was figuring anyway. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it was doing good the last time it was up, but the thing that killed it was COVID. It wasn't able to deal with like getting shut down because of COVID. So I mean, it never really failed. It just it had other problems shut it down. So we'll see. Because the XFL was actually a pretty good product. The games were fun to watch. The football wasn't half bad. Well, I mean, I doubt it. What is he, like 50 plus years old? He'd probably get killed out there, dude. Can't really let like old ass dudes figured uh like go in there for like spotty gimmicks and shit like that. I think he'd actually get hurt. If I known it wasn't coming back this season, I would have went to a couple games. Yeah. Yeah, the XFL is actually pretty cool. Hopefully it comes back with the same kind of push it had when it started 2 years ago, I believe. I mean, it's fun to think about. Yeah, it's funny and fun to think about, but also it's like, yeah, I don't know if he can handle it though. He's getting pretty old. Maybe he could. I don't know. Yeah, I just. How old is Dwayne? The Rock age. 50? Yeah, he's probably too old now. He maybe could take a couple hits though. Damn, the former prime minister of Japan was assassinated yesterday. Someone shot him with like a homemade shotgun. Damn. Wonder what the guy who shot him was the motive. Damn, you want to see a crazy picture to prove that Bill Belichick isn't a robot? Damn, this is pretty good evidence. You guys can refute it if you'd like to. Yeah, he might, but he is like 6'3" anyway. Look at that, completely normal dude, drinking a beer, has a beer cozy, hanging out with like normal looking people. With the baby. I don't know why he's hanging out with the baby though. Not really. That's where he's. Oh, he's an old guy though. He's sitting at the old people table. Look. Yeah, there we go. Proof he's not a robot. There we go. That's breaking news on the stream. We broke news here today. I think that's the important thing. Would you agree? I would. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running out of things to talk about. I'm going to be honest. Anyway, I think Bill Belichick has. Yeah, he definitely has the on-off switch. Yeah, Kraft and his wife, they both get turns to use it during the season. Oh man. I'll try to make it another few minutes, but I'm seriously running out of things to talk about. I do apologize. Yeah, that's all right, Tom. I don't know. I think we're just kind of spitballing, throwing things at the wall, seeing if anything kind of hits or seems like cool to talk about. Um, yeah, normally yeah, Vaughn wanted to be a cowboy, but they didn't want to. I think he didn't want to. He was gonna have to take a lot less money. They wanted 5 years, 70 million, but he got way more from Buffalo. Yeah, he would have taken less, but not that much less. Because he got 6 years, 120, so 5 years versus 70 versus 6, 120. So, kind of. So you kind of get it, you know. Oh. But yeah, Dallas went cheat mode for whatever reason and didn't want to pay for Vaughn. Now he's in Buffalo for a few years. At least 6 years, according to Vaughn. He wants to play his contract out and retire. So we'll see if he's able to play till he's 38, 39 years old. Yeah, I think it had to do with the fact that the Cowboys won a lot of Super Bowls in like the 90s and kind of like grew to like this weird notoriety, so they kind of stole the title. But it's just like, yeah, I would imagine the Patriots would be a much better, or it should be what people would be like, yeah, that's our team. That's America's team, is the Patriots. You know, but yeah, same here, Tom. I've always wondered that. Dallas lost Connor Williams because he was like the third most. Where is he at now? In Miami? If I remember right, the Dolphins, right? I probably don't remember right. Oh, I do remember right. It's pretty funny. All right, though, everybody. I think that's about all I got. If anyone has anything quick to add in, if not, I might just go ahead and hop out. The next football talk will be. Let me just look at my schedule, or actually, let me go look at the Tigers' schedule. I have it posted on my YouTube. Actually, let's just go look at that. Much easier. What am I planning here? Here, I'm gonna delete this. Let's see. We got this done today and today. These are done. So tomorrow and Sunday. So tomorrow, the next 2 days will be baseball games because they're at 2 o'clock. Monday will be a baseball game because it's at 2 o'clock. Tuesday, I'm probably just not going to stream. Wednesday will be Tigers. And then Thursday or Friday next week will be another NFL talk. Probably Friday. Saturday, no stream. It's my brother's birthday. And then Sunday, I'm not really sure what's going on. If I miss a Tigers game, I'll just do a football stream or something when I get home. But like that's my basic, because I have this, I have next week, so there's this weekend, and then next week, and then my brother's birthday is on the 16th, the Saturday, and then anytime from the 17th forward, I'll be home. So the weirdness of my schedule is coming to a close quickly. Peterman over Brady? I don't disagree. Brady was carried by Belichick. If Peterman was the quarterback in New England, he'd probably win 7 or 8 Super Bowls. I understand. That's what I've heard. Probably 11, maybe 12. He probably wouldn't have been beat by the shitty Jets, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll be in class this fall. I got like 15 or so credits left to finish up. I'm sure to pop in your MLB streams as I typically do. I appreciate leaving a thumbs up though. I appreciate it, Tom. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do more NFL streams as camp starts to open up too. So it's just it's been kind of busy. Baseball streams are pretty regular. Yeah, I'm doing classes still, Christopher. Yep. I'm finishing up grad school this year in May. I'm pretty sure I'll be graduating. Yeah, you too, Tom. You too, man. All right, everybody. If I don't see you till the next time we do an NFL stream, I'll see you when I see you next. If I see you at the baseball streams, those will be tomorrow, Sunday, basically the weekend. Yeah, sorry again. These aren't very long, but again, as Mike said, there just isn't a ton of news until literally about the 17th when camp opens up. So, but until then, We had a pretty good stream, I would say. Thank you guys for the likes. That helped the stream out pretty good. It was fun. Thanks for chatting and everything. I'll see you guys when I see you next again. I'll be live, but it'll be baseball primarily for a minute. But anyway. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys next time I see you. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you listen to this. Peace out. Go Lions. Go Tigers. And, of course, it's always go Patriots.